Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rising World. Oh, just slept the night away. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful sunny day. Hope you're doing great. Doing fantastic. A little out of sorts the last couple of days. Variety's not been feeling well, so I've been kind of taking care of her, and she's back to normal so I can get back to my recording. So I'm kind of a day behind on videos, but I'm sure you guys understand, you know. Duty calls. When you're married, duty calls. No big deal. So, and I can't really blame her on Tuesday. I actually got home and I was eating lunch with her. And I was sitting on the couch, and next thing I know, it's 5 o'clock. So apparently I was tired, and I fell asleep. So that's on me. Greenhouse. You guys really like the greenhouse. You're happy with what we got going on so far. Thank you so much for all the support on the series. Season 6 is doing better than any other season I've ever done in Rising World, and I'm really glad you guys are enjoying it. And welcome to the new subscribers, and welcome to those of you who picked up the game and decided to build it. Now, I think we've got some frustration on how some of the building mechanics work, so I'm going to do my best to continue to talk about what buttons I'm pushing and how they work, and maybe a little more tutorial in some of the episodes, and I may even do kind of a tutorial just on its own about timbers, planks, and logs, and try to get that taken care of as well, so you guys have a feeling for how that stuff works, okay? So we'll be doing that. We've got our crowbar. I put a window in. Oh, first, let me talk about what I did here. There was some suggestions about using the half slab dirt and putting it on the lower half. I had intended on coming around with a half slab of the sandstone bricks, so that brought it up. In here, of course, we're going to have plants growing, so we're going to want to be able to walk straight in here. But I did put a half slab all the way around the edge of the building, and then our windows are going to go in between this. Okay, so that's what I did there to kind of shore that up. We are going to have to make, there was also comment about some of the poles are really long, this one especially. We are going to make an entrance here, or an exit, whatever it may be for you, to go out this way, and then we're going to have a couple of fruit trees planted in this area here. So this is going to change a little bit right here. But today what I wanted to do was get some glass windows going on in here, and I have them in my inventory. I made a bunch. I've even got some extra wood along with us just in case we're going to need it. Oh, and by the way, Z Foxfire commented a couple episodes back that they intentionally did this where these materials are going to look different each time you reload and come into the game. So they're going to look a little different. Last episode, the stone looked like the dirt. This time, the dirt looks like what the stone did. So apparently, that's just a little something fun they did. I don't know. So there you go. So what I did was I did this big solid window here, and I don't think that's going to work out too well. What I think I want to do is a smaller window. These guys right here with the big frames in them. Let's take a look and see what one of them looks like. We're going to just stand back here so we can see all the way up to the top where it goes. I don't know how elaborate I want to be with this. I feel like the 4 windows ought to be pretty good. Let's hit... Now we have this, and we're able to move this around, right? If I hit Control, it's going to sit there, okay? Control leaves your board in place so you can look at it. Now, while it's in Control, here's a little piece of that tutorial. While it's in Control, I can take my arrow keys and I can move it forward, backwards with the up and down arrow key, left with the left arrow key, right with the right arrow key. I can do that, okay? And that's going to stay right in place. Now, if I place this here, it's going to stay put. And I'm not going to have any material in my hand until I hit Control again, which is going to release this hologram we have going on right here. That's pretty much what it is a hologram. It'll release that, and we'll be able to move on to the next piece that we're going to build. We're going to go with that. I was thinking about putting one here, one here, one here, and one here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it open since we've got a little bit of timber showing here anyways. I like how that goes. Now that we're in Control and it's sitting there, I can hit G for grid. Now, you saw that hop up, right? Did you see that hop up when I did that? Let me turn that off. And it brought it right back down. But you can watch, it's going to hop up. That happens sometimes with the grid. So you got to be careful with when you're building with the grid. You'll see me do it every now and again as well. It just gets to be one of those things. So now what I have to do is I can arrow key. No, I can't. Once you're in grid, I don't think I can move that down. I guess I can. Yeah, it's going to come forward to me. I guess page down, yeah, and page up. It's just too much because the grid is too big. So now if I go minus key, it's going to shove that all over the place. So I've got the minus key on right now, and I've got the grid pushed down as small as it can get. So if I hit Control again, I'm going to take that out. That's going to just release it. Now I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to try to find the happy medium here in this window frame, and it looks to me like that's about right. What's nice about the small grid is it doesn't really take it and dig it into anything. It looks to me like it's sitting above everything. It looks to me like it's in the center as well. So let's count this. we've got kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks total from the front. I can walk through here because it's a hologram. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 7. So it's not quite in the center. So if I take this back out, control, and control again, it should be in the center right there. So now I'm going to right click. Is that all the way to the top? It looks to me like it's all the way to the top. Oh God, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. If it's not, okay, there we go. So now we're there. Now look, if I've got it still selected in my inventory, but I don't have it in my hand. You can see this is flickering. That's because it's still there. So if I hit Control again, now it's back in my hand. Okay. So now what I can do is I know this hole is as big as this hole. So I can come right over here. I've got the same exact frame going on. I haven't adjusted it or anything else. I'm going to come right back in here and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about right there. I'm going to right click and snap. That one's in place there too. Okay, now this window is not the same size as that one. Is this one though? This one here is the same as those over there. So I can do this one too. So once you get it measured out, anything that's going to be the same size, take care of all those first and then move on to your next one. That way you don't have to keep resizing and downsizing constantly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks good to me right there. And we're going to come over here and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. Bingo. All right, beautiful. Okay, so let's take care of these next. These guys are a little bit more sizable. Let's turn our grid off by hitting G. We don't have a control set. Now we're just going to use Shift and our arrow keys to resize this window frame. And we're going to go like that right there. I'm going to hit, actually, I'm just going to step back a little bit and put that right over here. It should be the right height. It was the width that we had to work on. So now I'm going to hit Grid again. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to count that 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Get up in its grill, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go, just like that. Bingo. So we've got those two taken care of, and we know these two are the same size. So we're going to take care of these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to be on this side of that 6. That 6 is kind of split in half there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Bingo, just like that. All right, beautiful. So we got that one. Now we've got one more that we have to do, so let's turn our grid off. Get it out of there. We don't need it right now. We're going to hold down our left shift key, and we're going to use our left arrow key, and that's going to shrink this down. I want you guys to be able to enjoy the game, and if you give yourself a chance to go through some of the frustration, you're going to be fine. We know it's the right height because it's the same height as all the other windows. We know that's the right height. It was just the width we had to adjust. So let's hit grid again. We're going to get our small grid, and again, to adjust the grid, it's the plus and minus key on the far right-hand side of your keyboard. That's our plus. Gets really big. And the minus, all the way down small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, bingo. All right, awesome. Grid off, and now we have all of our windows in, except for the one that's going to go right up here. And of course, we're going to use glass for the roof as well, but we've got to get the roof line put in first today. We've got to do that first. So that takes care of all those things too. Something I wanted to go ahead and hit you up for real quick and show you the planks and the logs. There's another key that you can use. It's going to be really handy for you. Old Gamer right now is working on a log cabin. We built a log cabin in the last season. Let's go ahead and beef this up a little bit so you guys can see it really well. And we're going to spin it around. That's our log. And let's stretch it out as far as it will go. That's our log. So let's go ahead and put one right there. Now, you can see I can move this anywhere I want to, and it's just going to move around and be fine. Now, as soon as I hit the return key, it wants to line up perfectly with whatever it is you're pointing at. So here, now it's I want to line up right there. No, I don't. You want to line up on the ground. You want to line up with the windows. You want to line up here. As long as you have that return key on, this guy is going to snap to whatever it is you touch him to. He's going to snap there. And what makes him so great because he does that is because now if I go right here, I can have a log exactly placed exactly on top of the other one. Exactly on top. It's not going to be any different. So once I've got my length perfect, my size of my log perfect, it's always going to snap right there on top. Just exactly the way it wants to be. And right here too. As long as I'm pointing at the top, it's going to snap another one right there. And I come up here a little bit. if I jump, it's going to do it again. So see, it'll put them on there perfectly for you all the way up and down like that, just perfectly. Let's get our crowbar out and get a couple of these back real quick. All right, hold down right click. The other thing that is really nice, now keep in mind that when you hit the return key, it stays on. You got to turn it off, hit it again, and now it's not going to do that anymore. Now you can move this freely about and do what you need to do with it, resize it, take it, and maybe you wanted to spin it around and do something different up here, and you wanted a different direction or something. Now you can do that, but you have to deactivate the return key in order to get it to stop snapping. The other great thing about the return key, and you guys have seen me do that with the rails and stuff, is if I hold this right here, now you can see I'm pointing at the end of that other log right there. Let's say I want this one to line up perfectly like that, like I've done with the rails. Again, hit return, and it will automatically put that exactly where it needs to be, and it's perfectly lined up right there where it needs to be. If you haven't moved the log at all, the grain will also stay in the correct direction that it's supposed to stay. But you have to have it lined up perfectly. And that's what the return key is really great for that. Like Old Gamer, he's building that log cabin. It is the perfect thing to have for that. As long as you've got your first log set up, you can just keep going up and up and up and up and up. Anything else? And that works with timbers, and that works with planks as well. Timbers, planks, and boards, or planks, timbers, and logs, always the same thing. That's what the return key is really helpful for when it comes to that. Okay, so I hope that explains some of that stuff for you. But yeah, again, it's the same for each of those things. Okay, so we've got those in. Those windows are in already. Oh, that's just that's fabulous, right? That's just fabulous. That's going to look really nice down there. I love that brick too. By the way, that was an awesome suggestion to go with the sandstone. I really like how that looks. I'll show you something. This guy right here, I don't like how this butts through. I'm going to go back in there and fix that one because I don't like the way it sticks out on this side. We need to go in here. We need to go to stone. We need to go to our favorites. We need to come down here to the bricks. What we need to do is we need this to stop spinning, and you hit this up here to keep it from spinning. Yeah, let's do about 22 of those. I think I've already got some on me, but let's go ahead and do those up. And then we're gonna need. That's the smooth sandstone. So we don't want to do the smooth sandstone. We want to do just the regular block. And like so. We're going to make up 40 of those to start with. Okay, beautiful. Do I have any scaffolding on me? I don't think I do. I'm fairly certain I do not. Let's go down to the work downstairs. I'm thinking it's down there. I may have it out here. Let's see. Oh, I do. Good. Okay, so I've got one of these. And I've got 4 of these. That should be enough to get us by. I think. Don't let yourself get too frustrated with the building mechanics. Don't forget, if you hit F1... F1? Wasn't it F1? I could have sworn it was F1. Huh. I made this mistake before. It was like, no, it's this. Is it F3? No, F3 shows you your coordinates. F2? F1. I thought it was F1. Oh, whoa, F1. What the heck happened? Oh no, I went into fly mode. F2. Okay, F2 is fly mode. We don't want to be in fly mode. No. We're very serious about our building in whatchamacallit? Survival. Let's put this right here. And then we're going to grab this guy right here. And as long as you're pointing right there, it should just grab it and snap it right into place. Just like that. That should be enough for us to. That should be enough for us to do that. And by the way, you can step off of these. It won't hurt you. It won't hurt you. Now, if there's several of them stacked up, then yeah, you got yourself a problem. Wow, looks like I might need a second one here. Let's just go to the blocks. Let's take a few of these guys right. Well, let's use these guys right here. We'll just take these and put them right here. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. Okay, so now I want to get a frame going on here. It's going to be closed in on this side and the back side, but that's okay. It's a greenhouse. It's still going to work. We're going to do that there, and we're going to do that right there. Oh, I'm going to need more of these. Oh, that's the wrong dang block. It's the wrong block. There we go. Now we got the right one. Figures I'd have exactly 40 of the other one too, huh? That's just about right. Make sure your feet are out of the way. Boom, just like so. And we're gonna have another one of those ramps right there. So we're gonna come across here like so. And like that. I have no idea if this is gonna line up right. Ah, very nice. Very nice indeed, yes. And we can stand right here. We can come all the way down here and arrow key that sucker, and bam, 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 just like so. Gonna fall right into place real nice. I'm too far away. There we go. Just like that. Awesome. And I got an idea for this too. I want a beam going across. We got to put a few supports in here in order to make this look right. To have windows hanging from it. It'd be pretty, you know, you gotta have pretty solid glass too when you're doing a greenhouse, wouldn't you think? Because of the fact that, you know, got hail and stuff like that falling on it. Yeah. Oh, let's get up here. There we go. And I need some more. All right, that's good. That's fine. Yep, there we go. We are on our way, people. I think I might move these things down below onto that kind of that platform that we haven't finished yet. And we'll make a few more. You know what? Let's just do... Let's do 64 of them. I want to frame in this area down here too, where we're going to put a couple of apple trees and stuff, the fruit trees. I think that's going to help out a lot. It's going to really kind of clean up the area and make it look nice. Let's do that there, 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 and we're back up. Oh yeah, just like that, back to work. Move it. Move it, son. Hope everyone's doing great. Like I said, I'm doing fantastic, and again, thank you so much for all the support on the series. I'm glad you guys are liking it. I'm having a really good time. Up like so, and then we've got our ramps right here. We'll do this side first since they're already in the right direction, and we'll flip that around with the arrow keys, and voila! Very nice indeed. Okay, so that's going to do that. I wonder, you know what we could do? We could possibly squeeze a window in here. We could squeeze a narrow window in there. That's as narrow. I don't want to go out here because then we're going to get these weird corners and stuff, and I don't want that to happen. So let's do that. Let's get another piece of scaffolding out. There we go, just like that. And we'll put a solid window frame in there. We've got one in our inventory. We'll put another. We'll get another one. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. So then I've got this window frame here that we were using. I had installed that I decided not to have. And let's spin that around. Stretch it up. I need to back up a little bit. Put it right here. There we go. And then I should be able to see when it hits the top there. Hit the top. And now we're going to shrink this down. Oh boy, I think I went up a couple of times there. There we go. Let's go control. Yeah, that's right. Perfect. And get the grid on. I think that looks pretty good right there. We're going to do that right there. That should be good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh, man. See, that's why you got to come out here and you got to look. Dang it, dang it, dang it. It's not right. It's not right at all. Okay, so we're going to need another piece of this as well. We got to get in front of it. If we can get one of them lined up, the other one's going to be the same exact size, right? Right. And right there. Can I jump through here? Oh, I can't. I'm going to move you over there. We're going to put you right here. And we're going to put you right here. Right on the end. Right on, no, over here on the end. There you go. There you go. So we need one of those guys right there, and we're going to need some number 70 timbers as well. Okay, so no problem. We can do that. We've got that. Oh, my water and my food is looking really bad. They are both going down into the reds. Let's go inside the house and get a little something to eat real quick. And come down here into the food. There we go. I've not fixed this yet. Water full, beautiful. Have an apple. we'll just finish them off. There we go, beautiful. All right, so let's go to our beams. Number 70 has been our buddy throughout a lot of the build here so far. That's all I've got for lumber, huh? Well, I've got more lumber. Crafting, general, resources, lumber, max. Yeah, sure, why not? 144. How's my inventory looking? Okay, I've got plenty of room still in here, so let's get a few more of these guys going right here. And we need at least a few more of these. And I needed one more of the solid one, number 70 here too, for the other side of the greenhouse. Nice. Oh man, it's a beautiful day for us finally for the first day that we were building. I love that. Grow bar. That happens sometimes, you know. You got to be right in front of it so you can see what you're doing. Makes sense to me. Inventory. There we go. And up here. So let's see. We were a little short. And control. We're good there. Let's do grid. We'll do control again. I'm going to go right there with it. And we know that's the same as this over here. So again, we're going to just come in here and just kind of give it a snap. We're good to go there. All right, that's going to be nice. A little bit of light in. A little bit of light. Okay, now up here, we've got to figure out how we're going to do our beams that are going to hold the glass panes in place. So let's go. By the way, Tashba, I went out there and knocked that little point down. Look what I got now. I got some defunct water out there. It's all your fault. I'm going to have to go out there with buckets or something and try to fix it. The water's stagnant, so I adjusted that bump that was out there in the ocean by knocking it down, and it actually wound up creating 3 or 4 voids in the water. Boy, look at that. Troublemaker. Troublemaker. All right, let's decide how big a beam we want. That looks good to me right there. And let's stretch it all the way out. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, that's going to be perfect. We're going to go ahead and do like so. And let's go page down. Page up. Control. Page down. There we go. Slide it over. It's not exactly the same height as that. What if I go... If I beef this up a little bit, that's going to do it. Page down again. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just move it back this way. Let's bring that back down again. No, let's make it a little bit bigger than that. We'll do that right there. We're going to come in a little bit. We're going to have that little bit of a slat right there that we're going to have to worry about. It's not that big a deal. We're going to come over here. Now it's on control, right? And I've adjusted the beam and I've used my arrow keys to move it into the position that I want it to be in. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my arrow keys while it's in control to slide it over. And I think I want this to be right up against that right there for my first timber. Now I'm not going to take control off. I'm going to hold on to that. And I'm going to take control and I'm going to use my arrow keys to move this where I want it to go next, okay? And that's what you have to do. It takes a while to do it, but in the long run, it's going to keep you nice and even all the way along. So we know we want this to be like this, so now we're just going to keep pushing the arrow key. We're going to follow it along, and I'm going to take this one, I'm going to put it up against that other wall over there, and then I'm going to have to slide the other ones in place in between. And I'm probably going to just eyeball where I want it to be. That way, they're all going to be even Steven all the way across. The trick is going to be getting the other side, but I think if we go all the way up to the peak of this building here, we should be good to go. I'm going to turn my light is on. Yeah, this is going to be a bit painstaking to do this, but I'll get a couple in place and then I'll back away from the record and then I'll finish it up on my own. Okay, so here we are. We're getting really close. Let's get over here so we can see what we're doing. We're going to switch our arrow key. Depending on where you're standing, depends on which way you want your arrow key to go. There we go, like that. And we got that one in place too. Beautiful. And now I can just go ahead and slide this one back out. And how am I going to decide? I could do the grid, right? I could do the grid. Oh, that moved it, though. Grid. It takes it back out, though, again. I could move it with the grid on, but it's going to be... It's still a pretty painstaking process to do. I've got to find the happy medium, which is going to be the door over here. This door is kind of where our middle is. We know that's the middle, so we're going to do that. We're going to bring this over this way. Keep it coming, keep it coming. It's going to jump and skitter like that, and once we get closer to it, we're going to take that control key, we're going to take the grid off, and it's going to slide much smoother for us. But at least this way we know we're kind of in the middle here. And it should look pretty good. And let's take the grid off. How do we feel about that? Let's go down here and take a look. As long as you got control on it, it's not going to move. It's going to sit right there. Okay, now I can see that that's not in the middle. The middle of that window frame should be in the middle. So now I can take my other arrow key and I can slide it over. And that looks to me like that's in a pretty good spot. Again, don't move it. Don't take it off. Now we're going to slide it over. We're going to find the middle of this next window. And that's going to be right where the window pane is, the center of this next windowsill. This groove right in here, that's going to be the middle there. So we're going to slide over here. It's not quite the middle because this beam over here is taking up part of that spot at the end. But we're going to do that right there. Snap. And now all the way over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish these off up to the roof line. I'm going to put a cross beam all the way across the top here. One of these wood 70s all the way across. And then I'm going to run my beams down the other side and get them to match up. And then we're going to come back and work together on getting the windows put into place. So I shall return. Aw, yeah, look at there. She's ready. She's ready for glass. Kind of tricky to put the windows up above. Not too bad. Just angled in the right direction and stuff like that. But when you stretch them out as far as they'll go, there's a little bit of a gap in the frame. I'm willing to live with it. And I'll show you what I did when we go down there, but I want to get the glass put together first so we can take that down with us. Now, you guys like to do the double glass because you like to be able to see it. We need 27. So we need to go up to 26 here. Oh boy, that used up 2 stacks of sand. We've got more sand. No big deal. We've got more sand if we need to do it. I don't need it double glassed, but you guys seem to like to have it that way. So we're going to just bring it right here, set it right there. Boop. Oh, mamacita. That looks nice. Look at that. Look at that. We got ourselves a greenhouse, ladies and gentlemen. Just about. There we go. That takes care of all these. Yep, we got the glass in there too. So now we can just come up here. We should be able to point at the edge. There we go. As long as it reaches or stretches out like that, we know it's in there. Boop. Boop. Nice. Beautiful. Look at that. Now I had to put a second piece up here because they would not stretch the distance of the roof. But I like that. It's almost like a little bit of a vent kind of action going on up here. But we're going to put glass in there nonetheless. Like I said, as long as you touch that window frame, it's going to grab the glass right out of your hand and put it where it needs to be. So you don't have to worry about being right up in its grill and stuff. Open its grill. Come on now. There you go. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, beautiful. Lovely. I think I may have done that one already. I did do that one already because you can see it's different, right? It doesn't give you that dark shade, so we've already got a piece of glass in there. Ah, but look at that. Oh, I didn't do these guys here. Oh, see how it's a little bit different colored? Right here, you know you don't have a piece of glass in it because it's kind of a gray. Now watch, that's there. Oh, I did them all. I don't have any more. Okay. Anyways, there we go. We have ourselves a greenhouse. Not a huge greenhouse, just a little greenhouse. But nevertheless, we have a greenhouse. Look at this beautiful view from down here, too. Up to our little desert oasis up there that we built a while back. Our big bridge. Our acacia trees. I'm curious to know if the other ones have come in yet that are way down there. Of course, we're not rendering in. all the way down there, but we're looking pretty good. And then the greenhouse here, what do you guys think about maybe not putting a door on here? I've got an idea. One of you sent me a picture of your greenhouse. And I kind of like the idea of just having it open. Let's go in here. Let's go back this way. And if I'm not mistaken, you were doing this. Oh. just you know, you're pushing the wrong buttons. Do I need anything else before I go down here? Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, I do. Let's go ahead and get us another stack of these guys. We want the regular blocks. Or big squares. Let's max that out. Let's do that up right there. There we go. Oh boy, we got a sandstone. We got 18 left. 18 pieces of sandstone to kind of work our magic right through here. That's going to work out pretty good, I think. I like the idea of doing this and leaving the doorway open. Like this. And having a nice tall doorway. Let me turn my light on so you can see. A nice tall doorway like that. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I think so. I think that's good. We walk in to our greenhouse. Oh man, it's beautiful. We got a little bit of grass showing over here. Don't forget, we got to decorate all this up down here too. We got to do that. But that's going to work out really great, I think, for me. I'm going to turn my light back off again. The sun is, it looks like it's about noontime. Oh yeah, the greenhouse turned out sharp. I like it. Very simplistic, but we're going to be able to put our crops in there and they're going to look great. Now, over here, this is the other thing I want to do with you today. Since I'm late with an episode, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a nice one here. We're going to do that right there. Now, what we're going to do is we get our blocks. Now, I am not going to worry about the fact that this, I'm going to have to step up on blocks to get to where I need to be here. So we're going to come over, right about here. Let's get our pick. Let's get this out of here. Like so. We'll do just like that right there. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can get these to lay down in here without breaking that out. And we want to go all the way up against the wall if we can. We're going to have to do some patchwork in here a little bit to make this look right, but that's okay. No big deal. We want to be able to see this. We'll do that right there. And then we're going to come back with this right here. Right there. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. That worked just fine for me. Oh, I need another stack. Need another stack. And we're going to go like that. And we'll put a little retaining wall right here like so. Okay. We're going to do that right there. And then we're going to come down a level here. And yes, we're going to come right to the end of this. Well, we'll come one more over. Did I mention that I went ahead and bumped this back one more like you guys suggested to match up with the stairs? We had it right here, and you said just push it out one more. I did that. Okay, so it does look a lot better. It's all lined up. It makes the window look a little off, but that's just because this is the door frame and it's not all the way over. So we're going to do that there. Sure, let's do this. We're going to take our pick. Let's get those blocks to show. It's going to take us one more episode to probably wrap this whole thing up out here. I hope you guys don't mind that. We want it to look nice though. And we're going to come across and looks like we got to chip out a little bit more right here. I'm one up high. I'm one up too high on that. No, you know what? That works out just great. That works out just great. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and dig this out a little bit. We need this to be dirt so we can plant our trees on it. So we're going to get this stone out. We're going to keep it. We want that stone. We love our stone. So we're going to keep that right there. And let's go ahead and do... yeah, let's do that right there. And we'll do... Yeah, let's do that right there. And we're going to come across here like so. So we probably should do the same thing here. Like that. Like that. And we should come across here like so. Give me one more chunk of these guys right here. Because we're going to dirt this in and plant our apple trees here. There we go, like so. And we're going to come all the way down this side right here, like that. That's going to look beautiful. Uh-oh, uh-oh, it's getting dark. Light. We're going to work through the night. We're going to work through the night. Boom. Hey, I got a new series I'm going to start. Looking forward to you guys seeing it. I think you're going to enjoy it. And that's all I got to say about that. I'm actually going to record it right after this episode here today. Try to get a couple done so I can put them both up. You guys can take a look at it and, you know, give me your feedback like you always do, because you're just such quality individuals here. All right, I'm going to do that and that right there. All right, beautiful. Okay, so now we got a couple of planter beds down here. We're going to clean that up right there. We got that taken care of there. Yes. Okay, so let's get our dirt. This is something I've not shown you guys yet. We've fiddled around with it a little bit, but we didn't do too much with it. Now the dirt and the stone and the gravel are pretty interesting. You can see it's in my hand right now, and it's got all kinds of different things it can do. You can, you know, you could really make some big mounds if you want to. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, back to what I was saying about the dirt. Let's go ahead and let's see. How do I want to go about doing this here? What you can do with dirt, and maybe I can show this best if I go up on the wall here like this. If you go page down, it's going to put that dirt right flat on the ground. If you go page up, it brings it up a little bit at a time. So we're going to go right about there, right about there, right there. Still got some stone showing in here. We're going to go, let's see, page down. What does that do? Page down. Okay, so I've got it all the way down on page down. Page down again. What does that do? What does that look like? We've got some stone showing in here still. Let's go ahead and take that out so we don't have stone showing anymore. And then we'll dry this again. We'll go, looks like we're going to still have a little bit of stone showing. Page down. You got to do it each time. Page up. If I go right there like that, up into that corner right there. I'm trying to get kind of a not a super even bed of dirt and soil in here. Just a nice bed. I don't want this to be the perfect dirt because we're going to put our apple trees in here. And I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to look just okay. Let's do that right there. And let's see if I take this, take that out. Okay, that's going to do that. All right, that's no big deal. We can handle that. Let's go page down. Page down. Page up. Oh, it really wants to. There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so that's good. All right, that's good right there. I could take, if I chip this away with the pick, what's this going to do? It's going to leave me a big hole down there, isn't it? Yeah, let's see if we can get that cleaned up. Right there like that. Okay, now I should be able to come over this with grass and have grass fill that in, and it should look pretty good. We can even come back with the rake and clean that up as well. So here we're going to go page up. Page down one. There we go. And we're going to just kind of fill this in as much as we can right off the bat. I'm not the best at this here, so give me a little bit of leeway on this. It's still something I'm practicing as well. Page down, I've gone all the way with page down. Let's do that right there. I know it's bleeding over into that back area, but I think we can get that taken care of with our pick. Right there. And then let's cross over here so we can see what we're doing on this side. Right there. And right there. Beautiful. Now let's get our pick out. We're going to take this out of here. That's going to work. That works. Like that. Oh boy, we got ourselves a problem down in here, don't we? Page down. Page up one. You gotta play with it. You gotta learn how to use it. That's just the thing. Let's go page up. Yeah, it's gonna want to splash over the side a little bit. We'll try using the rake and see if that doesn't. Oh, let's see what happens over here when I do this. I think what might have been better is if I had put block down underneath here and then put the dirt on top of it. I think that would have helped control it a little bit more. Page down. Yeah, it's gonna want to do that right there. Boy, I really wish it would just sit right there, huh? That's just absolutely perfect. Let's see if we can get that to stay. If we don't lose too much of it. We didn't lose too much there or there. We did lose a little bit right there, though. Yeah, this gets to be kind of tricky. What if I do that there and that there? Okay, there we go. That worked out pretty good. So I'm kind of like filling in the little gap that's up underneath the wall there, it looks like, right there. So that works for me right there. We need our rake. We need our rake to see what we can do. The sun, is it going? Oh boy, we got a storm too. We got a storm of brewing, people. I think we should probably sleep the night away. So maybe we'll wake up to a sunny day. It may rain too on us. You never know. How are we doing for food and water? Water. There we go. Let's grab our rake and then we're going to jump in bed. Tools. We're going to need our rake. And back to number 1. Oh, look at the garden rake. It's even got a little green on it now. That's different. Like we've been raking up in the grass and stuff. It's got, oh, that's really cool. Little tiny things like that they throw in here, and I don't think they tell us everything. They're very sneaky, very sneaky. Apple saplings, okay. That's a lemon tree. Those are lemon trees. What else do we have in here? Do we have a cherry? Birch. Acacia. That's cotton. Poplar. Ooh, the poplars. Oh, I love those poplar trees. They're really nice. We don't have a cherry tree. I didn't think we did. The lemon trees I want to put out front here. I think those would look really nice in the yard. Let's go right. It's a short tree, so it should not interfere too much with the canopy out there. But we're going to put one there, and we're going to put another cherry tree right here. And eventually we're going to put a fence along here around the property so we don't walk off the edge while we're sleepwalking. Because I'm a sleepwalker, people. You got to watch out for that. Sleepwalking. Sleepwalking fool. Sip my coffee real quick. Oh, I'm thrilled to have the greenhouse ready to go. Was it not sleep time? I could have sworn the sun was just going down. Wasn't it going down? It is going down. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. We'll see. We'll see if we can sleep. So yeah, I'm going to start a new series. Unfortunately, Citadel Forged with Fire got to be too much, and the computer kept crashing, and it was really a bad crash. So I've had to step away from Citadel until they make further additions and improvements to the game, and then we'll go back and play it again, because I absolutely loved it. I'm really disappointed that I had to stop, but you know, when a game crashes like that, it makes me extremely nervous. So once I get it worked out, though, we'll go back to it. I loved it. I just loved it. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh boy, it feels like fog to me. It feels like it's going to be a foggy day of light. There we go. Let's go down here. We've got our rake. Let's see if we can't get this to... Now with the rake, left click is down, right click is up. Okay? I really would like that to go away. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, that's perfect. Now we can fix that up with a little bit of dirt. Let's see what we can do here. Left click down, right click brings the ground up. Oh, this bed turned out beautiful. We do have a bit of a flaw right over here. That's going to be okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our apple trees in. You're never going to see that little divot right there. It's just not going to matter. We're going to put an apple tree. You can turn your saplings too, just so you know. Just so you get them to bend a little bit differently each direction. It's always nice to have, right? A little bit of different bend in there. And let's throw this one in here. We're going to turn that one a little bit this way. I don't know which way that's actually going to go, but it does look pretty nice when you have a little bit of a different twist. Let's go page down with the dirt. Ah, yeah, that point right there. There is something right down here that is causing us some grief. Let's get that stone out of there. And we'll see if we can't fix this up with some dirt. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to go through my entire inventory. Oh, there we go. There we go. Can we touch this up a little bit? Let's see. Page down. sure wants to go back in there, huh? I bet if I had stones back there, it would not do that. You guys want to bear with me for just a second? This is going to be a really long episode. But I'm curious to see that if I put some of these guys right down in here, if that's going to stop that dirt from coming up, because we've got those guys right there. I think that might be the case, and then from now on it'll teach me not to skimp when I'm doing something like that. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that beautifulness right there. That is super sexy. All right, and then an apple tree right here in the smack. Well, hold on. We're going to come in this way. We're actually, you know what? Let's put it right over here. We are going to walk through here. That's good. We're good. Let's do this here. We're going to come back with the sickle, and we'll shorten that up. It'll look really nice. See what I mean? You can't see that back there. We know it's there, yes, but it's no big deal. There's flaws in the ground. Oh, I'm out of grass. Do I have my sickle on me? Nope, sure don't. Why would you bother grabbing it, knowing you're going to be doing gardening with grass? There we go. And tools. There's our sickle. We don't need the scythe anymore. We'll take that out of our inventory, and we don't need the hoe anymore. We've got 31 dirt left. That's pretty nice. I'm glad to see that. We've got a small crate as well. Let's put that down there also. Just to have for seedlings and things like that. We'll put that down there inside the greenhouse. Do I have log poles with me? We've got the beams and we've got the logs right there. Awesome. Perfect. Started out with a beautiful sunny day, and now we've got clouds everywhere. So we're going to right-click the grass just to shorten it a little bit. I don't want it all the way gone. I don't want it smooth. I want a little bit of tall grass showing. I could take that out of there right quick. It's not done hardly any growing at all, so it should be fine. And let's put this guy right back over here again, just like so. There we go. Beautiful. And then we're going to come over here, and as you can see with the sickle, if you didn't know it, you're going to get some of those grass seedlings back. So you could plant and take away and plant and do all kinds of different stuff with it. And you'll get some of your grass seedlings back, but you will not get them if you use the scythe. They don't come back to you with the scythe. Boom, 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 boom. And shorten it up, shorten it up, shorten it up. Oh, yeah, they're beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so here, let's get our hammer back. Let's get this out of here. We're going to need some of these guys right here, and we're going to need our wood logs, like so. And we're going to put this crate inside the greenhouse for seeds and stuff. I think that's a good spot for it right there. And we can start off by throwing that in there and throwing that watermelon in there. Perfect. Okay, so here we need a way to get in. 1, 2. This looks like it's 3 over here on this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It was. Okay, I see what I've got going on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy out of here. This guy out of here. We're going to put a solid block here and one here. And now we've got an even spot right in between here. That's what was going on with that right there. Do I even need a rail across here anymore? Well, I guess we could do a little rail. We'll take that one out of there. This one out of here. And, you know, it's just going to add a little interest to the place, right? If we do that there and that there, We can come back here with this guy. Holy moly. Such a daunting log. Does that look like the right size to you guys? Control. Yeah, that's the right size. Okay, beautiful. All right, we're going to do that right there, and we're going to come back over here. And we're going to do just a little tiny something here. Just a little something. Shrink that down. Oh, jeez. We're going to have to check the size of this pole here in just a second. This is going to be the easiest way to do it, and it is correct. All right, let's go over here and hit the grid. G. We'll get it right kind of in the middle there, like that. Beautiful. And grid over here too, like so. Perfect, just like that. Now, oh, there's one question you guys probably have is, now if you watch, I don't know what's next in my inventory. Okay, I got empty hand on number 5. So if I go to 5, the grid goes away. Okay, you can't activate grid unless you have something in your hand, like this here. I've got a log, a plank, or a timber. The grid will show up, but as soon as you disappear, like a tool, that doesn't count. I don't think blocks count either. Yeah, the blocks don't count either. But if you have logs, timbers, planks, or say a light or a piece of furniture or something like that, then you can use the grid key to help you adjust what you want and plant it, or put it where you want it to be put. That looks absolutely beautiful. I love this. I'm actually going to bring this up one more. Like so. Just like that. I mean, how sexy is that, right? That looks good. I like that. I'm thinking about doing this right here and taking these guys right here. I was thinking that I wasn't going to do any kind of a step in here, but I think that's going to make for a nice little easy gradual step up. We can get in here to, you know, prune the apple trees and trim them up and stuff like that. I think this is going to be a problem. I don't think we want to do this way. Let's grab this guy back. Let's grab this guy back. The reason I say that is I think it's going to grow up and wind up going through the wall, and I don't want it doing that. Let's bring it out to here. And we'll bring this one over to here, like so. Okay, that should work out pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll put a few flowers in here or something like that. So we've got our apple trees planted. You guys said you wanted to see the cotton and the hemp and things like that planted outdoors. Inside, the carrots, tomatoes should go inside, I think, just to keep bugs off them. Even all of it should really be grown inside, but that's okay. We'll fiddle around with it. But nevertheless, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I just love it to death. I think it's fantastic. Look what we did today. We got the greenhouse enclosed. It's all dark and stuff too, man. I tell you. Weather. How dare you? But it's all set. Oh my gosh, that's kind of dark, huh? Can you guys even see that? Oh man, it's not going to let me get a good screenshot for the video. How rude. Just the rudeness. The rudeness. Oh man, I see something. We've got a problem here, Houston. You know. Oh my gosh, I didn't do any of these in here. Oh, we're not doing that side yet. There we go, just like that. Beautiful. Oh yeah, there we go. Apple trees planted. Greenhouse glassed up and ready to go. Next episode is lighting and trimming this out, and hopefully we'll get this thing taken care of too over here. Our little desert oasis with the pool of water in it. That way we can come up here and get a drink anytime we need to. So that's going to go up here. So that's going to be just beautiful. And then episode after that, I would like to get this whole place lit up with the kind of light that we want, and hopefully the apple trees will be up. One more thing we have to do before I call it quits. Inventory. Let's get this stuff out of here. I want to take you guys with me. I replanted those acacia trees way out front on the drawbridge, and I'm kind of curious to see if they've come in yet and if the roots are not showing outside of the planter boxes that we made way back at the beginning of this season. Let's go see if they're there or not. Close the door. There we go. The lemon trees are going to look nice in the front yard, I think. I think they're going to look really good. We may even take a lemon tree Ooh, and put down there by that oasis thing that we're going to build, huh? Since the lemon trees do grow next to the savanna and stuff, we might have to do that. They're up. Let's see. Let's see. No roots showing. We've got a little bit of root over here, but I think that's okay. You guys think that's okay? Let me know if that little piece of root right there bothers you. We'll try replanting it again. But they came in. Oh, we've got a piece of root showing here too, so no, that's not going to work for me. I don't have my axe. We'll have to cut this one down and redo it. This one here, yeah, it has violated the constraints of its growing area, where this one over here is looking super sexy. Yeah, this one is looking nice. Oh, a little bit of root showing out here. Wow, what is it with these two? These two just want to be trouble, these two trees right here. I may cut them both down and try it again. We've got our willows. I don't know if you guys noticed that I've got willows planted just as we come off of here. We need to finish this out. I'm going to round this out and just make it something simple. We're just going to round it out. And you can see our birch forest is back and ready for the next time we need a massive supply of wood. And then, of course, we've got to take all of our crops and move them down now into the greenhouse. Which, can we see the greenhouse from here? Oh, it looks all messy. That's all it looks like. The building does not show up. Oh, no. What? Well, you know, that's the price you have to pay to make it so the video doesn't get all jumpy and stuff and laggy. Let me know if you guys want me to show you my settings too, because I've been able to do quite a bit of experimenting with recording on Rising World as of late, especially this season. Trying to eliminate blur and stuff like that, which of course we didn't get rid of all of it, but we did get rid of a lot of what was going on. And I think the videos look a lot better. I really do. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I would appreciate it very much if you would hit that like button for me, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. I want you to have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.